begin at the end. The cold is annihilating. The cold is all there is.
There were still people in the world who wanted her found. She'd been leaving this message in motel room Bibles for so long now, so long, and the messages were reaching no one.
What was it like when I was growing up? It was wonderful, mostly, but I always wanted something else, a different kind of life.
I am heartless, she thinks. But she knows, even through her guilt, that this isn't true. She knows there are traps everywhere that can make her cry. She knows the way she dies a little every time someone asks her for change, and she doesn't give it to them means that she's too soft for this world, or perhaps just for the city. She feels so small here.
I repent nothing. When Jonathan walked into the bar, in the way he spoke to her, his obvious wealth and his obvious interest, she saw an opening into a vastly easier life, or at least a different life. And the opportunity was irresistible.
When he glanced across the table, he could see the woman he loved. Or he could shift frequencies and see the dress made in the UK, the shoes made in China, the Italian leather handbag, the Trans-Pacific Eastbound 7, or the Shanghai Los Angeles Eastbound Express. There are tens of thousands of ships at sea at any given moment, and he liked to imagine each one as a point of light, converging into rivers of electric brilliance over the night oceans, around the edges of continents and out into the oceans. An unceasing movement that drove countries, a secret world that he loved so much. How did you come here? I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm sick of doing illegal things.
Everything I do, all of this, it's all for you and your mother.
Lilia, don't stop. Don't come home. Keep traveling.
You know what I've learned about money? Money is its own country. You didn't come from money, did you? Is someone gonna tell me what's going on?
We have liquidity problems.
Jesus.
Look, we all know what to do here. The year when 12% of the world's shipping fleet lay at anchor off the coast of Malaysia, container ships lay dormant by an economic collapse.
Listen, you have to get out of the city. The ER is full. It's the fastest incubation period I've ever seen.
I'm saying you should leave now.
What was lost in the collapse? Almost everything, almost everyone. But there is still such beauty. twilight in the altered world, a performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream in a parking lot, Lake Michigan shining a half-mile away. Then I must be thy lady. Lines of a play written in 1594, the year London's theatres reopened after 2 seasons of plague. Or written possibly a year later, in 1595, a year before the death of Shakespeare's only son. Some centuries later on, in a distant continent, Kirsten moves across the stage in a cloud of painted fabric, half in rage, half in love. She never feels more alive than at these moments, when on stage she fears nothing. Shakespeare was the third born to his parents, but the first to survive infancy. 4 of his siblings died young. His son, Hamnet, died at 11 and left behind a twin. Plague closed the theaters again and again, death flickering over the landscape. And now, in a twilight once more lit by candles, the age of electricity having come and gone, Titania turns to face her fairy king. I'm looking for Charlotte Harrison. She was here about 2 years ago with her husband. It doesn't make sense.
Someone must know where they went. My people, have you ever considered the perfection of the virus? Consider the world before the Georgia flu. The flus came every season, but these were weak, inefficient viruses that struck down only the very old, the very young, and the very sick. And then came a virus like an avenging angel, unsurvivable. I submit, my beloved people, that we were saved not only to bring the light, to spread the light, but to be the light.
Stop asking questions and leave here as quickly as possible.
Harness the horses. This isn't the town it was the last time we were here.
Are we being hunted?
This world is an ocean of darkness. We are the light moving over the surface of the waters, over the darkness of the undersea.
The prophet was about her age. Whatever else the prophet had become, he'd once been a boy adrift on the road, and perhaps he'd had the misfortune of remembering everything.
I dreamt last night. I saw an airplane. Have I told you how sorry I am to have gotten you involved in this mess? You have to do things that are a little questionable sometimes. It's all part of making a living.
Haven't you ever just wanted to disappear?
It will be all right. I promise.
I think I'm alone again.
Do you believe in ghosts?